Welcome to episode 27. So this is more of getting the interior done. So I've just taken both these doors. They're all stripped on the inside down to bare metal, and I just rust mortared the inside of them. Try to protect them a little bit. Both of them have some dents that have been filled with Bondo, but we're just going to roll with those as is. Paint the inside. Then over here, I know the lighting's probably terrible. I'm just stripping all the paint off the inside of this. Slowly but surely, getting it down to, the worst part is that somebody did this darker blue on the whole inside, and it's just like flaking right off. So I'm just trying to pull it down to bare metal. Also went through and fixed, like, it was like surface rusty on the edge, and then this where they spot weld these together. So I just was welding these spots really quick and kind of ground them off flat. There was a spot up here. This had some rust like right here, so I kind of dug out the rust and then just pulled it back in. So yeah, I got it off the blocks and I've been pulling it outside. The fresh air, wearing a mask, appropriate safety attire, and just trying to get this stripped down. Supposed to be painting it next weekend. It's Memorial Day 2019. So a week has gone by. This is my paint, couple quarts and hardener and reducer, enamel, no clear coat. I didn't really know what color, so I just went with the standard light blue. I could have pretty much done any color I wanted to do, but I figured that would kind of go with the truck. I got the doors primed. I got to retape them because when I was pulling what I did was I primed the entire door, and then I taped off this primer, and then I just spray bombed the inside of the door just to try and protect the rust. I did quite a bit of metal repair on the bottom, and I was just trying to get some paint in there to protect that. I don't know if you'll be able to see my repairs or not. No, you can't. But, oh, there's one. So, right there's the seam. I had to replace quite a bit on both doors. So, just put some primer on there and then painted the inside with spray bombs. And then all my smalls, the door hinges are there. And then there's 27 smalls total that's getting painted the blue. And they're hanging random places throughout the barn. And then this has been all rust mortared wherever I can get to. That's my exquisite bracket for my putting the Crown Vic dome light in. Hopefully that works out. And then this is all down to bare metal, and should be ready for, I'm going to tape this off today and hopefully get primer on this, retape the doors, and hopefully I've got a buddy that's supposed to come over tomorrow from work and bring the gun from work and help me paint this on the inside, and then we should be able to start reassembly. So yeah, I'm pumped. I don't know, I'm not a fan of painting, but I like the result when it's done. And if you notice these holes, I don't know if I've talked about these yet, but I've got some vents. I'll show them to you when they're installed. They're out of a newer Chevy, so that when you shut the door, they've got little flaps and they let the air out. Just so that the doors, when the windows are all up, the doors close easier. So these are behind the seats. There's two of them. That one's kind of more in the shadows. But they clip in, they're just plastic. So I put those in to help when you shut the door. And then also when you have the air vent on the fan going with the heater, it lets air out, keeps the air circulating through the truck. So something I added in, went to junkyard, grabbed them out of like a 2004 Chevy, I think. Just a quick shot. Got the primer on last night, so hopefully get the color on today. Eventually I'll get to my truck. Eventually. I know it's really dark back here, but there's the doors painted. came out pretty good. There was a slight change of plans. My buddy couldn't make it from work, so I had to pull my gun out and paint it and try to get at an angle. Didn't come out too shabby. There was a storm that kicked up and I had the truck outside and I painted on Sunday. So Monday I had to come home from work. This got all full of all sorts of stuff, dirt and gravel from the roof of the barn when the wind blew in. So I had to wet sand that down and paint it, but that's things like that happen. So I've actually started I got my light switch in and some other little pieces. I got that piece of trim. My son polished that and we weren't crazy about it, so we painted it the satin black, and I think that's gonna work. And then I got my peel and seal. Thanks to Matt at River City for that suggestion. So I want to put that wherever I can to knock down the sound. So I've started, wow. Let's see if I can get an angle. So I put seam sealer in the drip rail, resealed that. I'd peeled all the old stuff out. It was all cracked. Oh, there's a spot here you got to seam seal. So that's resealed, so hopefully that doesn't leak. And yeah, I started working on picking up the rest of the stuff I need. I started working on painting some of the things that are supposed to be black. That's the back side of both of those, so the paint's not as good. I did a better job on the front. So I think I'm going to call this a wrap for interior cab painting, episode 27. And start some reassembly. Thought it would start going faster, but in true fashion of this project, it has still gone just as slow. There's mowers breaking down and pools that need attention and open houses and graduations and yada yada yada. So truck keeps getting pushed back another day. Thanks for watching.